So we're back, and the party is making their way to the hollows, remembering this plaque that they read, the little slogan that's talking about the full moon in Napola. So they want to go check out and see what's going on with that. So they're making their way upriver, and now they're on land here resting, and some of them are cold and tired, and let's see what they do. What do you do?
What time is it? And what's
It's
the
noon.
weather? Is it still snowing?
It's lightly snowing. It was much more robustly snowing before. It's lightened off, but it's still definitely coming down. Light snow though, and it's noon.
Noon. Since we're short, I think maybe might be good to make camp and probably have a fire as part of camp, and maybe some of us need a rest here. By the time we make camp, it'll probably be time to sleep a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, you want to make camp, Marcus? Or what?
Yeah.
Didn't I make camp? Like at the end of...
Oh, I see it right there in the chat. That was the last thing.
Oh
Make
yeah,
camp
they're right there.
pushed.
last game?
Yeah, 13 days ago. 13 days and 21 hours ago, you made camp successfully. Very good.
Goodness for,
You had
the
to push
chat.
though. You had to push. Of course you did. Your 15 die aren't enough. You have to push to get one success to keep the traditions. Yes. Okay. So camp is made, and all right. So it's noon. Camp's made. What do we got going on? Who's doing what?
Who's all sleepy? I'm sleeping.
I'm sleepy. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest.
Okay.
Figure if anybody
Can you
is
check
not.
if my character's sleepy? I don't remember.
We'll look on the sheet.
You're sleepy and cold.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Sit on the boat.
yeah. I'll sleep too, and I'll take the next watch after. Sleep a little bit.
Okay. So a few sleepers. Who's gonna keep watch?
I'll keep watch.
I'll sleep.
All right,
Hopefully-
Marcus, you can do a keep watch with a +1 because the Yawim's helpers will be with you, and the rest of you can all update your sheets and get rid of all your conditions, sleepy, cold, whatnot. The fire's going.
This is kind of like prairie land, right?
It's all
I mean,
grassland.
not a lot of trees. Yeah, grassland. Yeah, okay. We're, what, 6 to 10 miles out from the hollows?
Each hex is 6 miles, so yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do we anticipate rolling into the hollows being welcome? Or... Can't remember.
Well, I mean, Miss Palmer wanted you to deal with Yawim and vice versa. And Sturkis wanted you to Sturkis wanted you to figure something out and hopefully not get the whole town killed. And you managed to get him out of the town, and you guys just all left, like on the boats with him. So you're not really sure what's going on here, but you sort of did what they wanted. So we'll see how happy they are about that.
Left on good terms.
Beautiful.
Dang. Good at making camp. He's good at watching out for us. Nice. What do we get in there? What do we want to? Go ahead.
While you're all sleeping, everyone's sleeping except for Marcus and we'll say even the Yawim's helper sleeping. It's just Marcus and one helper are awake. And we'll fast forward to evening time. The darkness is coming, as it always does.
Oh.
And Marcus, I would say maybe as all of you are coming out of your tents, roused and waking up, you see 3 dwarves walking toward the hollows. They're like on the river, bank of the river, basically. And they're walking towards the hollows. And I'm almost positive it was Marcus before. You saw these people long, long ago when you were camped over here somewhere. I think it was before you guys ever even. Yeah, I think it was before you guys ever even made it to the hollows.
Yeah, I was north of the hollows.
Yep.
I believe.
Those same 3, and I don't think you interacted with them last time, right? You just observed them and they kept going, right? I don't recall.
No, I talked with them for a bit.
You
What-
Because
yeah,
they
what-
started drawing their weapons when I told them that we had a dwarf, and then I told them it was Dorian, and they were like,
Okay.
"Oh, that's the wrong name."
Okay.
And then they wouldn't hang out because I didn't have beer.
Sounds right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
No times have changed.
So they walk by, and we'll say they see your fire going, your camp that you have made, and the smoke from the fire and everything, and so they approach. Again, this is like as all of you are aroused and all of you are awake. It's not like they're trying to sneak up on you when you're all sleeping. So these 3 dwarves approach you, and they see you, and they see Marcus, and they say, we meet again. Have you seen any other
Yes.
dwarves?
I saw a midget
They look at
or
each
a little
other.
person.
They look at each other like, what's a midget?
Are you talking to Yawen?
Like a halfling? A goblin?
No, it's just a small person.
What did he look like?
They look like a person, but short.
Very clean
and
shaven.
stubby. But they don't grow hair.
Short people don't grow hair.
Yeah,
You would know.
it's I got proof right here. I have
Robert
barely any
debunked
body hair.
You're talking about Yawim, right?
And,
Yeah,
Okay, so they
it's been forever. We ran into the ones that were enslaved too.
So who are you thinking about when you're lying your face off right now?
I was thinking about Yahweh, but we also ran into dwarves that were enslaved. What was that town called again?
Well, you didn't see
Aren't you
you
talking about?
you never saw you've never seen any dwarves that didn't have hair. The only one you saw like that was Yawim. And so they know what you're doing, or one of them does, and he's like, "Who is this that you're talking about?" And you're trying to. Are you going to continue the lie?
I believe his name was Jacob.
Okay. Okay. Stand by to roll.
Yeah. Get your dice ready.
With the ridiculous lying.
think his name was Mihaf.
Yeah. Jonathan.
First name Jack.
Yeah.
That's great. Took me a little bit.
What? You never heard that? That's
I get
old. That's ancient. All right. Do a insight roll. Well, here. Let me make sure I'm in public mode.
Me off.
All right. Or no, wait. You do the manipulation because you're the one lying. So give us a manipulate. Give us a let me erase that. Give us a manipulation roll, and I'll do a insight roll to try to win. So go ahead and give us a manipulate, please.
Minute.
Oh, very good.
Uh,
All right, let's see.
all
You
right.
did not win.
What?
It's still, it's even out, right? You can't tell if I'm lying, but you can't tell if I'm telling the truth. You know, too busy staring at my new fancy silver buckle.
What do you
Me
do on a
off?
tie? Social fight, social conflict, manipulation. Yes. Manipulation versus insight. I don't know. I don't really care. All right, so it's a tie. So,
You just keep rolling until one side finally wins.
Yeah, so you
I don't know.
you say this, and then they say no. This small person with was he clean shaven? And what did you say? He was what?
I said he doesn't grow hair.
He doesn't grow hair. All three of the dwarves look at each other. And they're like, did you find this person in the hollows?
Found him on a boat.
No, you didn't. You found him in the hollows. You're lying. Give us so you're so that's fine. You're lying. Give us a manipulation.
Another.
That's not exactly a lie. I found him on a boat.
No.
Like the third time that we ran into each other.
Not manipulating. It's withholding the truth. What role is that?
Send it.
Yeah.
Send it. Manipulation roll.
Ooh,
Double
oh, hey.
success. Spice.
Spice.
Like, ha. Well.
Turn to Dorian. Ooh, I'm getting better at this lying game. No,
You don't say that out loud, do you? Reveal your.
No.
Yeah.
Can you guys believe it? He believes me.
Well, if you see that,
That's awesome.
if you see that, the next time you see because they know you're lying, but maybe they just can't prove it, and they have no way of proving that they know you're lying, but they know you're lying. They'll just say, okay, next time you see Dorian, tell him
Dorian. You mean
or
Yawim?
Yawim. Next time you see Yawim, tell him what would they say? They'd say next time you see Yawim, tell him that we know where he got his recipe from.
Ooh.
What?
Oh
fake.
no!
He's a fake.
Uh oh!
And then they just
Steven.
and they're like, and they look and they just say that, and they give you a the Italian, that thing, and then they turn around and they walk off into the darkness, and you hear them laughing to each other, and they're like, oh, just look at imagine the fear in his face when they say that. They're just very pleased.
Nice.
That's a
Did
fate.
they-
That
I
and you just hear the paranoia that will cause Yawim. They're like, that's a fate worse than death. The traitor.
So it's
Oh,
it
man.
doesn't even matter if they know it or not. They just want Yawim to be constantly on
Edge.
on edge.
Well,
And
they
this
These guys,
explains everything.
well they can't force you to, at least in this interaction right here, they can't force you to reveal anything about them because you're wittier than them. But they seem to have a kind of an ace up their sleeve kind of a thing. They know something that's devastating to Yawim, or at least maybe they're lying. Who knows? But so he said that, yeah, next time you see Yawim, tell him that we know where he gets his recipe from. and just look at his eyes. And so yeah, he'll say that. So next time you see Yawim, tell him that we know where he got his recipe from, and then you look in his eyes and see if we're lying or not. And then they turn around. They're like chuckling to themselves, like he doesn't.
Oh.
Like he doesn't have.
So
a,
did these
he
guys
doesn't
give
ha-
their names or anything?
He doesn't have a monopoly like he thinks.
I told Dira, I'd be like, okay, now this isn't your first time.
Huh.
I'm gonna need you to sneak out there, beat the ever living crap out of one of these dwarves, and get some information out of them.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That never happened.
Yeah.
No,
you don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that, but little metagaming. I want to see you do it again.
Metagaming. Oh, yeah. So these guys didn't give their names or anything.
No.
Just 3 dwarves. Okay.
Dorian.
But the last time we saw them was around this area.
It was around
Around the
here.
hall?
It was a few hexes over, but it was in the general vicinity.
Interesting.
Looking for yeah. So sorry, I'm looking up a detail here real quick.
Should we chase these people down? Should we try to figure this out?
These are Dorian. You would know these are Meromanian dwarves.
Oh.
There's a couple different clans. There's like the Crom clan. There's the Beldarians. These are the Meromanians. And the stand by. Meromanians are they were around in ancient times. They were around Whaler's Hold, which is kind of near here, other side of this mountain range to your west here. Whaler's Hold was one of their strongholds, and then they had a stronghold far up to the northwest, like very far away.
Is Whaler's Hold the destroyed one?
Yeah. You guys spent time there Yeah, you guys were there a long time ago.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah, you had a vision there. Oh, that's where you had a vision of where the artifact was. Yeah, that was Meromanian structures, and then you've heard that they're somewhere far to the northwest in the underground mountains up there somewhere. So yeah, they excuse themselves and they just saunter off into the night, kind of half chuckling. They're kind of mad, but they're like, well, at least we're going to get this dig in and, stick it to them. At least if we can't stick it to them directly, we're going to at least stick it to them this way.
I look at one of the helpers and I say, how fast could you get back to the peak?
By myself?
Yeah, on foot. Getting paid for a job.
How am I supposed to cross the river on foot?
I don't care. Swim?
He looks at
Not
you.
my problem.
He looks at you. Yeah, that would take a while.
Drop you off on the other side of the river, and then you can just hoof your way all the way to the peak.
It would take a few days. I mean, I'm not going to swim across this river.
Well, like I said, we can boat you over to the other side before we continue on our way. And then you can Lamborghinis it.
In service of what?
Of you getting paid. are loyal to Yawim, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, if these guys are speaking the truth, Yawim's going to want to know exactly where they're at so that we can take them out.
Okay. I'll be glad to leave. You just say when.
Well, it's nighttime now. I'll let you wait until it's daytime.
Very well. Yes, I can make it.
So,
No need to trouble
Let's go.
yourself. If the coin is good, then I can figure it out.
all right.
Okay.
But to be fair, if it's a recipe, we don't really need Yawin anymore if we get the recipe. Shh.
Probably got some special dwarven yeast.
Yeah.
We
Hmm. Yeah. All right. 6 o'clock. Everyone's rested. Anything want to get done?
Is there any like benefit for like practicing with the weapon? I mean, other than like just
You can't level
increasing
up.
in rank. How
No. I mean, that's
how
what
how high can ranks go?
some of them I've pushed out to 5. Look on your
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
axe fighter. I haven't. Not that I
No.
could. Some of them I did. I know. Like I took your shield. I looked through all of your characters and like the stuff that makes you kind of unique. I tried to push out. So like yours for shield fighter, I pushed that out to rank 5.
Ooh. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I tried to do that with. For all of you have something you can push out to 5 because it's super expensive. Super expensive. I mean, to get to.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you really want to like sit there and specialize and like save up XP for like 10 sessions just to get rank? I mean, you can if you want, but I mean, it's really expensive. And then some of it, like some of the fighter stuff, just kind of breaks the game. Honestly, it makes it so you're just too invincible. Like, you can kill 18 things with one hit. It's like, it's not. Kind of ruins the game, really. So yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I would be awake, just kind of practicing and honing skills with my my Raven.
Ooh, yeah. Do you have
So I want to make sure he's.
Yeah. So anything.
I mean, I guess.
Anything you're gonna be doing with that bird, because you don't have a talent, right? I mean, you used a talent to summon it. You have Path of the Beast.
Yeah, yeah.
Your animal can scout for you. Blah blah blah. You can animal recover. Animal can fight for you.
So it's not like I'd be leveling up anything, because I mean I only have 2 experience anyway. But
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say if you want to be able to do more, I mean, whatever as it's written in that's fine. But like any other kind of stuff beyond that you want to be doing with the bird, then I would say be putting points into animal handling, because that just makes sense. Like if you want to like really get good at directing animals and whatever, then animal handling seems to be the smart, sensible thing. But yeah. Okay. Or, ranking up the talent directly, of course. Yeah, do any of you have anything you want to be doing for this 6 hours coming up? I don't know if you guys are all out of XP or whatever. The only one I see with XP is Syl, but... Uh-oh. They rage quit.
Hey, George, do you want to... No. Hey George, would you want to see if want to track like these dwarves, like follow them a little bit, see like where they're going?
Good.
if we know where they're coming from. I mean, you're probably more adept at tracking them
Yeah,
than
yeah,
I would
right.
be. Oh no,
What they say?
Just their Discord crap.
Discord.
Your house must be made of iron. I'll tell you what. That's how Sean's place is. Yeah. I'd like to maybe me and Dorian go scout out a little bit. I mean, keeping some distance. Maybe use Edgar to my advantage to
Ooh, yeah.
see what I can see. Well, I mean,
I
guess
may as well
Edgar
join
doesn't
the
work.
scouting party.
Okay. I guess he doesn't work like he can't see. I can't see per se what he sees. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
not
it
like,
works like that.
No, well, let's just see what it says here. Trusted animal. Your animal can scout for you. You can spend a willpower point to send the animal ahead to check out a place, and the animal will warn you if there's a threat. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it can do. So I mean, in this instance, let's say they're a hex ahead of you. If you send it out, it would come back and say, yes, there's a threat because there's armed dwarves who have weapons. So yeah, it's a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, regardless, I mean, I still like to go out. Maybe track him just for a little bit.
Okay. So
Get a good sense of
the three of you are going to go do
if,
that?
they're doing
Yeah.
something interesting.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do any of you have any, looking at your characters, any things you want to do to find out about these people?
Mm.
Or you want to just literally follow them?
Yeah, I just want to follow them.
Look, there's leftover frosting. And if there's a chance to do some hunting, if we find an animal, I could, like George or I could do the target practice.
Well, George
Sorry.
Yeah,
Garrick?
Garrick and Dorian are gonna go check these dwarves that were just coming up and interacting with the group, and they're just gonna follow them for a while and see what they find out about them.
Yeah, Sil was gonna come
Yeah, that's
along
fine.
with us.
Yeah, I can join.
Okay. So until the others get back, we'll say the
Like
three
I'm
of you.
squeezing frosting onto a cake, so if that doesn't take too much brain power to say, yeah, I'll join you.
Yeah. Okay. So well, I mean, if you were all going, then I mean, Sil would do wouldn't Sil want to do a listening, eagle ears or whatever, to hear what these people are talking about? Not to play for you.
Oh, yeah, that. Okay, that's spell. Yeah, you can do that. I'll need to get the computer set up in a bit.
I can do it.
Oh no.
So you've got
That is enough.
Farsight,
Okay, Rose, done.
and you've got
Yeah.
Visions of the Path, Words of the Wind.
Oh my gosh, look at all the spells.
Farsight might be good too.
So you can do. I'll say you can do.
There's one about augmenting hearing.
The hearing is Words on the Wind.
Farsight looks amazing. We won't even have to
The
leave
words on the
camp.
wind, that might be it.
Farsight. Yep, you can travel across. You can just lets you view things. It doesn't really not let you hear anything, but it lets you just see things.
You must know where it is located to be able to see it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So if you know that it's in one of our pockets, does that mean you can? It's
We
on
can see
that
what's in
person.
your pocket. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
Stone
know.
Loom Mines. We can see what's in there, maybe.
Yeah, you could. If we had enough power level. Power level 1 lets you view stuff at long range. 2, you can reach across the hex. And you can go across maps with further away requires power level 3. And I can decide exactly what you see. So, okay, so Syl, do you want to listen to these people, I'm guessing, using words on the wind? Well, it
Yeah, I
says,
think listening
well,
will
it
help
says
us
you
with
can
this tonight.
you can enhance your hearing magically and hear specific sounds up to distant range. You must see the play. Okay, so I'll say this. So if you want to do, so they've been gone. So if you guys want to do this, the 3 of you will head out, and whoever else wants to join as well. The 3 of you head out, and if you get their track and you find them, and Syl's with you, once you get within distant range, meaning you can see them. Basically, they can be like on the horizon, but distant range. So you can't be doing this across the hex. You have to be within some kind of range. Then she can do this and
Mike, check out.
and do their listening. What's up?
Okay, sorry. Here, check out this one. Hawk's Eye. You can meld your mind with that of a hawk, Edgar, or a raven, and gain its inhuman sight. You can see the details of anything within distance range, everything from horizon to horizon.
That sounds awesome.
You can see all details and can identify specific people. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for the fact that now I have a raven.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, you guys do what you want.
Okay, so how do you want to go about this tracking here?
That one is seeing, right? I think I'd rather do the hearing one.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we could use Jira's spyglass to
go for it.
get to a vantage point and then see them.
Do spyglasses work in the dark?
Oh, is it already dark now? I thought you said it's 6.
Well, yeah, the darkness. The darkness comes.
See that?
What time of year is it?
It's spring. In spring, and
are we in northern or southern latitude?
I think it is northern, actually, but.
Okay, there we go. I used a willpower to do the words on the wind.
Okay.
Look, there's a song coming up.
All right. So, does Dira or Marcus want to get in on this?
Sure, what are we doing? We missed that part.
Well, they wanted to go follow these dwarves and just see what they were doing. And so they all wanted to get up and go do that. Okay. Marcus, are you staying at the camp or are you coming with?
Oh, I'm going to take a nap.
Okay, very good.
By yourself?
As you do.
We got the other...
They got the other guy.
Works for y'all in.
So those 2 will hold the camp down. Okay, so the 4 of you go. Trying to think of how long it's been since they left. Give us some sort of hunting or whatever scouting roll or something tracking scouting. Give us Garrett. Give us a scouting roll.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you can sneak up on them without them being aware.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you easily find, because they were only gone a little bit, and they were just walking along the river, and they're heading east, away from the hollows. You all, in short order, you can up and you basically just follow the river too, and you get to a point where, because they're not really trying to be sneaky, they're just walking. They do have, one of them has a torch lit, and he's kind of leading the way as they march. They don't seem to be in a hurry. You make eyes on them as they're rounding a corner, like right on the river. It's kind of cold. It's cold for sure. because you all are away from the fire now. But it doesn't seem to phase them. And now, once you get close, Syl can listen in here, and Syl, you now that you see him, you have like line of sight. You can hear him, and they're just talking about, Yawim is a horrific traitor to the clan, and they're gonna have his head on a spike and feed his corpse to the worms, and they're gonna find him somewhere somehow and brutally execute him and rip him limb from limb for disgracing the clan the way he did. And trying to think of what else they would be saying to each other. And then they're just wondering how long it's going to take them to get home, because they're far.
But would they be questioning the if they had told us a lie about they know where Yawim got his recipe from, then maybe they'd be chuckling to themselves or commenting about that.
You don't hear anything about that. What they say is that they just can't wait to hopefully find and kill Yawim for being a traitor, and that at the same time they're kind of nervous because they're really far from home and they've never been down this far. And I'll say they're wondering if anyone else has found him. Any of the other search parties have found him. That's what they say.
This could be an opportunity for us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and convince Zertorm to enslave the
I like the escalation.
dwarves of that. Yeah.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
Let's
but...
just take it. Let's just go vertical with the escalation path here.
Enslave them.
Well,
What?
Yeah, well, first, we get on their side, we convince them to attack to take out Yawim, and anybody who attacks Zertorm's army is going to get screwed. And then we just pretend we were never there, show up later and tell Zertorm that they're probably going to come back and try again, so we might as well go over there and just enslave him. He needs a workforce, good little armor smith.
Or just give them Yawin. Take
Open
the
and
recipe for ourselves.
open and shut case, Johnson.
People are nuts.
Well, we could do that too, but I want to get the recipe. So what are we gonna torture Yawin first?
It all remains to be seen. But that's what you hear him say.
Maybe they have other recipes.
Yeah. Where did Yawim get his recipe? Question mark. No one knows. These people seem to have some sort of information about that. It's a mystery. Why is his why
Isn't it?
why is his brew so good?
Is this still a mystery as to why he doesn't want to be considered a dwarf?
Yes.
He's
Because he's
probably
in hiding. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So yeah, it's
Maybe,
all connecting
maybe.
now.
Yeah. Huh.
He's a thief.
Hmm?
Scoundrel.
So we'll say you guys stayed in this hex. Like, it wasn't that far of a way. You weren't traveling miles and miles. So we'll just say for mechanical purposes, you guys are all still here. And just like an hour or two has passed. So there's enough time here in the early evening to do anything else you'd like to do, if anything.
Uh,
I do like the idea of trying to figure out how we can use this to our advantage.
yeah. We all
Not
just
sure.
stay up around the campfire, concocting the plan. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think even if we gave them Yawim, they wouldn't let us continue to use the recipe, or Maybe.
Don't know.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, we need to find
Or
out
maybe-
what value the rest, how he got it, and
And how many of his clan knows the recipe? We might have to commit genocide just so that we're the only ones with the recipe.
Man, that'd be terrible having to do that.
don't you think this?
That'd be
Wow.
horrible.
No, part of our mission.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Jill comments, if you pursue such a path, I will have to.
Nice,
what is
nice.
it? Question your morals?
Leave.
No, it'd have to be
Yeah.
stronger than that.
Sill's like, I'm going back to this. I'm going back to the sane
Done.
people.
With
Yeah,
the
going back
people.
to my Elven Spring village.
Yes, yes.
It's like Breaking Bad, you know, where just one thing after another just gets
Breaking
worse and worse, and you just got to do what you got to do.
broken worse. Yes. All right. So what are we doing? So you all return to the camp here with Marcus, and now you know at least what they were saying. They want to kill Yawim real bad, and they're kind of nervous about being so far from home.
I say we go terrorize them
Of
since
course,
they're so nervous.
of course you do.
Just make noises in the dark.
So are they
All fun
heading
and games.
towards the hollows?
No, they're heading east. They're heading east along this river that's running east to west from out of the hollows. You guys are on the north side of the river. They were just basically on the riverbank heading east.
Dude, what if they're making their way to Amber's Peak before we can get back? And they don't know he's there. They can't. I don't know.
They don't know he's there, but I don't know. I don't know if he has enough clout to be able to get some of the military to go and stomp him in the dirt or not.
Depends on how drunk he gets them.
That's true.
Yeah.
What he offers.
Seems to be a kind that makes deals and finds a way to eke out and survive.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be another element to it, right? I mean, we're going to have to provide him protection.
You know,
want him to
I just
continue
say that's future us problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just get down there and make our way to the town once sunlight hits.
Right. So,
Okay.
who wants to keep watch for this?
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say because we're
I
gonna
can keep
send one of Yawim's guys up north in the morning, so we shouldn't have any problems. Or did we already send him?
No, he's already gone.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he's already out. He's like, I can do it. I expect, I'll be paid for this, I'm sure.
Okay. Who all needs to sleep right now? I think
Everyone just rested except for Marcus.
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like I went to sleep when they went off.
Yeah, so Marcus is currently asleep.
So
And we'll say it's like 8 o'clock or so. That didn't take you 6 hours to go do that. So if there's anything else you guys... So Marcus will be sleeping. Anything else you guys want to do in this time of evening or not, we can just fast forward and get on with it.
Yeah, I'll keep watch and stay up around the fire.
All right, let's see it.
Then do
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
Very good, very good. Up to midnight.
I can keep watch the second half of the night.
Okay, go for it. Let's see it.
Oh, gotta log into the computer again.
Oh no, we could roll for you.
Yeah, go
right?
for it.
Or
Yeah.
somebody, I think.
Oh, but rolling's fun. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I know. It's true. It's true.
Stand by.
We could wait.
You could go manual if you got some D6s
Sick.
Yeah, we trust you.
around. They're all sixes. That's
Okay, do I get any modifiers?
Sure. Add +1.
Yeah.
You needed
Dang.
it. Look at that.
Okay, I can put it.
Look at that one die that's just sideways.
Yeah, I couldn't commit.
Nope.
Ooh, way better. You didn't break or didn't injure yourself.
That was a good roll.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, it's a cold. Oh yeah, and I get to do mine. See what happens here.
Oh no.
A 6. 6 is never good. All right. Yeah, so in the night here, at some point, you look up and it's just gone from snowing out to just regular rain. So it's not as cold, thankfully. Yeah, nothing's going on here. It's a quiet night.
Thank goodness. Is there a lot of wildlife along the river's edge or at the river? Do we hear? I mean,
Well, I mean,
There's
not
the
really
big
next to your
cold and
camp. I
wet
mean,
sludge.
whenever you've got your camp going, I mean, that makes things skitter and scurry away, you know. Animals don't like come up to you with this whole camp set up, you know, not. But I mean, there's tracks of all kinds of critters around for sure, but they don't like, yeah, they don't, it's not a Disney movie. They don't come up to the fire and start talking to you.
I was thinking.
No. Very good, very good. So the night passes without incident. Very quiet night outside
Nice.
the hollows. And the dawn has broken.
Back it up.
All right. Anyone who wants to eat? Perhaps it's now's the time, because it's been a while. You guys tend to always have a big breakfast. So it's that time again.
Oh yeah.
All right, not a 1 or a 2.
Very good.
Well, then speaking of daylight and sunlight and stuff, today was the longest day of the year.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
That's right.
It's all downhill.
Oh man. Wonder what it means when I roll a 1 on a d6. What goes to a d4? No.
That's it. It's out. D6 is the
I'm
lowest.
done, huh?
So are you out of food now?
Oh. I guess. I
Is it a
rolled
little-
1 and I had a d6 before.
Well, so when you look on your sheet, does it show a little dash, or what does it show? If you go to your gear page,
Oh, it just shows a d6.
no, Garrick, food is a dash.
Is it time?
What?
Is it time to go hunting?
Yeah, apparently, huh?
You have no food. You have D12 water, D12 arrows, and D12 torches. So yeah,
That's right. It just hasn't updated, apparently.
I don't know.
Not for me.
So I take it you had enough for this meal, but just not future meals.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
But you guys
Yeah,
can
I should go
share
hunting.
as if needed. You guys can, if it gets to it, you guys can share meals with the food stuff. So like, if someone has a D10, they can give you one and put you up to a D6, and it'll take them down to a D8. You can trade that kind of stuff. Same with water and arrows and everything. All that stuff you guys can trade as needed, if needed. Anyway, so you guys all have breakfast in the morning here, and it's time to do something. What are we going to do?
Do we have any of y'all's men still with us?
Say that again. Y'all, one of his men. The other one left to go back to Amber's Peak.
Okay. And so we still have, are there any mountains nearby, any place with trees, since we were looking for lumber resources?
Not that you can really see. It's grassland everywhere. There's forest somewhere to the south, you've been told. But like off to your west, far to the west, you see a mountain range. You know the hollows is to your southwest a bit, but everywhere around here is all grassland. This whole, every place around here is grassland, it looks like.
Yeah, we were talking about like on our way back, we'd go down the split over here.
That's right.
Yeah,
goes south.
Yeah, the two rivers
where there's
converge
most likely
there.
forest.
The two rivers converge there and head that way, and all rivers lead to the sea at some point. So that looks like, yeah, there's something.
So
that
maybe
way.
if we go to the hollows, we can, like, does Yawlin's guy have any money that he can maybe buy supplies and bring them back on the boat to Yawlin?
We can find all that out. We've got to get there first.
Okay, then I vote we head towards the hollows.
Yeah, let's pack it up.
All right.
Pick it up, head out.
All aboard. So are we getting back on the boat and continuing our upriver sailing? I'm guessing, right? So that's
I think we agreed we wanted to.
yeah. If you're trying to get the boat up there, you guys could walk there in half a day or in a quarter
I think we
day,
should keep the boat, because then if we get supplies, we could just put it on the boat.
and you could sail back. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and I think we were afraid of people messing with the boat too. I think we talked about stashing it.
as you should be. Always be fearful. Okay, so you guys reboard this boat here, and all aboard ski, and you start making your way upriver. So let's get a lead the way with a sailor offset since you're sailing.
Yeah.
Whoever would like to do that, feel free.
Isn't Oh, I thought one of us became level 2 sailor.
I don't remember. I think Marcus.
I don't know who that was.
Hey, I don't know. I'm
Mark.
checking.
Sailor level 2, Marcus.
level 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
Marcus is.
You
Fail.
got so many talents and of course so many spells.
Fail.
You want me to fail?
Win.
fail.
You're gonna win.
Fail at
because of
sailing.
that.
You got a whole win.
Look at all them
Yeah,
die.
look at all those.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been up here and you kind of know your way a little bit, and you've navigated so well. Now you're, so now it's noon. I mean, but it's still slow going, regardless of your skill level. You're trying to sail up river. It's just slow going. There's no getting around it. But you're navigating the channels very well, and no issue so far. Say you're getting closer, and you can all these sights that you're seeing, all the trees and the little bumps of hills and patches of grass. Now you guys have been going through here so much now. You're like, oh, like you're just recognizing things just from the repetition of being here over and over. So you know you're getting closer, and then by you guys all know, like, if nothing crazy happens, you'll be in town right at dark.
Nice.
All right.
If you want to go again, give us
we have to go
another
again.
give us another lead the way for this last bit.
Maintain his sailor composure.
Glorious.
Barely. Look at those bands, though.
One's all you need. Good job. So you finally, as darkness hits, you guys are pulling into the hollows again. It's been a minute.
Ooh, we got to make sure we ring a bell.
No, you don't. You can forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You can
I'm
forget.
gonna ring a bell.
Oh, I got to give you your
Should have
little.
just bought a bunch of cowbells so I could keep them
Yeah.
as a necklace.
Bing, bing, bing. More cowbell.
Needs more cowbell.
I assume there's like a big old welcome as we arrive.
Do you?
Cheering
Yeah.
crowds all on the shore.
The heroes have returned.
Do you?
I want to check on our inn, our
Yeah.
new little stronghold that's over here that we were
Stronghold.
promised.
Oh, the
Promised.
beer, the bar.
Our
Wasn't it
lore.
also like a hotel or a?
Yeah, it
inn?
was an inn.
It was an
a
inn,
bar
not
and
a
inn.
brewery.
All right.
The brewery was a part of like a
management that we
warehouse
hired to
that he had.
watch.
Do you guys see your token here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I deleted the old one on my bad, so I had to make a new one here real quick. All right. So you guys are here. All right. So we're ready. So yeah. So you guys pull right at dark here. You guys pull into the hollows again, and you moor here at the dock, at the harbor, I should say. There's two sides here. Do you want to be on the Three Skulls side over here, or do you want to, or the other side? You want east or west? You could vote. You could.
I say Three Skulls. Like, because we were promised that building, so.
Yeah.
Well, essentially, to be able to just walk
Side with
on
our
in.
building.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys dock right where the little picture of the boats are here. That so you guys pull in there and moor up, and as soon as you come in, Yawim's helper that is working with you, he's like, "Oh man, I miss this place.
Oh yeah, I'm home.
Let's go see what's going on." He's like, "So the helper turns to you and he's like, what's the plan? Is there anything you need me to do?"
Gonna go check
Yes,
on our
raid the
establishment.
Yes.
Raid and pillage.
Go find the old lady in her sleep, slit her throat, and then exclaim
Oh yeah, I
that
gotta
the
fast
town is
forward.
now ours.
It's 18. Okay, it's 6:00. Yeah, so you pull into town. So evening is down, but it's not like it's in the middle of the night. I mean, it's still stuff going on.
No, just tell them, no, you're free to do as you please until. I mean, I guess you could also, while you're out there doing whatever you want, ask if there's a nearby forest or something. Because we gotta be able to find wood.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "There's no forest around here." But okay, yeah. When should I be back?
Then how did Yalom get the supplies for barrels?
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
there's
first place.
supplies for building, but there's not supplies for industrial scale beer entrepreneurial ships and barrels galore. That's just not enough for that. There's
Okay.
there's
He had supplies for his small scale operation.
his little localized thing that was never going anywhere. Yeah, he has enough for that.
Well,
Great together.
just ask if where's the nearest forest. If you can find anything on that, we'd be grateful.
Will do. When should I be back?
Well, we got what? 2 days here? 3 days here?
3 days in port. And the guy just smiles. He's like, "All right." And he's like, "All right, I understand the assignment." And he runs up to the front of the Three Skulls, that little bell there, and he like rings the bell. And then he just runs off, crosses the bridge and runs off into the darkness.
Is this the guy that we can like trust and?
I mean, you're
know
paying
he's
him.
Comprehends the task. I mean, is he competent?
You haven't told him to do anything. Tell us where a forest is.
You couldn't do that.
Somebody in town might have heard of a forest somewhere nearby.
That's
He
true.
probably ran off to talk to somebody about a forest. I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Or ran off to get drunk.
So what are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
We told him forest, and he heard red light district.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
In the hollows. Okay.
Yeah,
I'd say,
let's
we
go
would
into
check
our
out-
old tavern.
Yeah.
All right.
See if it's fully run amok. Hopefully not.
So you come around to the tavern,
Right?
and
Ring the bell.
you guys all ring the bell up on the steps. You come up the steps, ring the bell, and
Definitely.
you come in, and the lights are on, but there's no one in there.
Weird.
But like
it's
you can look
8 p.m.
in through the. I mean, it's lit up. But just even like walking up and ringing, you like peek your head in. There's like no sound. There's no noise, and you look in. Maybe and like even open the door and look in. Like look in, and no one's in here. All the tables are all clean. Like it's not like there's whatever glasses. There's like nothing has been going on here is what it looks like. It's just been sitting in here like this.
Is there any beer left in the tap?
Oh, I doubt it.
No. So you guys walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys kind of walk in and scope it out, take a few steps in, just the sound of your footsteps, boots on the floorboards and whatnot, and like shuffling chairs back. You wouldn't even have to do that. Like the bar stools and the seats are all pushed into the tables, all orderly looking. The bar's totally clean. There's no dirty dishes out. There's nothing. The taps are empty. Like nothing's been going on here. Everything's all put away nicely. There's nothing out of order. There's nothing broken looking. It's just unused. It's like idled out.
They just
Perfect.
ran out of beer? It's got to be it.
Put a light on.
Okay.
Is there any money in the cash register?
Cash register.
Cash
Box.
register. There is no cash register.
Okay, drawer. There's got to be a money drawer or something,
It's called
right?
his pocket.
You spend a little bit of time like the Cridler scoundrel that you are, and you see nothing. There's no money that you can find.
Need to turn this into a kitchen.
Any more supplies that would be useful to bring back?
What would be in here? There's glasses, mugs, whatever, to hold beer. There's stools. There's silverware. Dishes. What else would be in here?
Say silver?
Not actual silver. Nothing valuable. Yeah, just stuff the stuff needed to run a bar without any. There's no food that you can see. There's no alcohol anywhere.
There's nobody
But the
there.
lights were on.
The light, we'll say, like one candle was on, sitting on the bar. There's one candle, and it's like it's a brand new candle. Like over the night, this was like a brand new candle, recently lit, and that's all you see.
Gotta be somebody close by here. I like to be searching around back or out the side window or upstairs, whatever, for anybody.
Okay. Yeah,
Might be
all of you. I mean,
manning
all of you
the place.
guys are here, so it takes you no time at all to just like pace this whole place out, and there's no one in here at all.
Weird.
The back door,
Yeah,
like the back door that leads out to the harbor, the docks, that door is locked from the inside. Like it's locked, like you can't. And then this front door was unlocked that you guys came in.
Was there anybody out front or in the street or anything that we would have passed by?
Not over here. No. You guys moored and you tied down here and got off the boat, and the helper guy ran across the bridge first thing. All of you guys just came right here to this building, and no. Because this one here is the brewery, the actual brew house where he makes that's where the magic happens, and he hasn't been using that. That's not been used. The mill over here isn't turning. Nothing's happening there. And then this house, it's just some you don't see any. There's no lights on. There's no signs of any activity there. There's no guard posted down here on this wall.
Okay,
So essentially, this part of town is just dead now that Yawim's not here.
Like right
That's what
this
it seems
second. Right this second, there's nothing happening. But again, like I said, there's a candle that's seemingly recently lit that just got. So someone did something. but no one's here to explain anything.
All right, let's start just tearing everything down. We're gonna take this wood with us.
What
Shouldn't
tool?
we sleep in it first? All of us rest our energy.
The warehouse, the mill, that random house that nobody's at. I'm claiming, I think that's ours now too, right? Right? We're
No,
just gonna tear someone else's house down.
you don't have any tools either. You're just gonna use your hands.
I was thinking about using frigid temperatures and then just kicking it once.
Ooh, nice.
Can try that.
I think we should
Would
Would
explore around and
Dorian's axe weapon be of any use?
What's that?
Would Dorian's axe weapon be of any use?
oh yeah,
Oh,
Mm.
for sure. Yeah, it'd totally destroy everything.
it'd be demeaning to use it in this way. I don't
Yeah. There we go. That's right. That's right.
Well, I'm just
I'm
saying.
saving it for battle.
There's a whole list of tools, hammers, saws, sledgehammers, etc. All these things exist. So if those things all exist, then it's kind of, you guys wouldn't be using your swords to, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to be using a sword to, like, break down a...
I still think
would
it'd be a
it-
waste, though.
wouldn't it be- wouldn't it be more valuable just to sell it and take the money?
Yeah, or to make it like a
No, that's a thought.
franchise.
Oh,
Yeah,
the inn/bar.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we want to be selling some, making some money, right?
If we make it a secondary stronghold, we could
Ooh,
do
yeah.
some, I was thinking we could turn this into more of like a mercenary outpost.
Ooh, there we go.
That sounds smart. That sounds
Start
cool.
like
training
that.
our own little army.
It's going to require a lot of money.
Yeah, I think we need to do some research as to why this place is like dead right now.
Yeah. We need to get out.
Know
Like,
what's
let's
going
go and
Reed,
explore.
it sounds
Let's go figure it out.
suspicious.
So I say
Very
we go back to that slave town. We'll buy some orphans and raise them as our mercenaries.
We'll just fast forward like
And
20
just
years.
claim we're an orphanage. Yeah, claim we're an orphanage so that we can get tax write-offs.
All this
Who
makes a lot of
invited-
sense. Yeah, we'll
Where
we'll
you
go
come from?
get some orphans and we'll fast forward 20 years and we'll see what all's happened. That's
Make a
that's one thought among many. That's one.
They'll all leave.
There's got to be others,
Orphans?
please.
Yeah.
Anybody else? No, just kidding.
No, we'll treat them really good, besides the training and the need to murder things for our benefit.
Yeah, do
We'll
we
go
get-
off in the country.
They'll get fed, they won't be left out in the cold, they'll get clothes. They just get, a random beating so that they know to always look over their shoulder.
There was no one left in
It'll
that
help them in the
town.
long run.
There was no one left in Grindbone when you guys were done with it. You guys broke down the gate and like all the captives there ran off into the darkness in all different directions, all kind of kin. I mean, I don't think there were wolfkin, but dwarves, humans, all sorts. There were all kinds of people that just ran. And then you guys kind of set off a little civil war there and kind of booked it while that was kicking off.
Yeah.
That was pretty
What
awesome.
I'm curious.
That was pretty
is,
awesome, actually.
Oh, yeah,
did
yeah.
we find out? Didn't the dwarves that we were saving and all that stuff, weren't they from the north?
Oh yeah, you saved. Yes, they were from the northwest,
So
way up that way.
I
Huh?
don't think we asked them, but would they possibly be from the same clan that?
yeah, good point.
That's a good question. Dorian would know this.
Yeah, do I need a roll?
I need to.
Where you ran into? Are you?
I just need to look up something real quick. Would that be the same clan?
I remember they're from like an old clan or something.
Yeah. I thought we did talk to them a little bit.
No, you did. You did. And they said, please come. They said, come so we can, like, honor you as the heroes. Because you guys, like, went above and beyond for those people. You guys, like, really...
Traumatized.
It's the one,
But no.
it's like the one nice thing we've done. And
No, yeah, that's like the one good guy thing you've actually done. Very, very unlike you. No, it is not. That is not the Marominians. That clan up there. Yes, it's also far to the north and to the west, but most of the map is. So that doesn't really... You guys don't really know where you're at in the map. But yes, it's also that way. I don't... I'll say it's not the same clan. That's all I'll say. It's not the same clan.
Okay.
It's not the Maromanians.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing?
All right.
I say we figure out where everybody's at.
Yeah, let's go to the Three Skulls. See how hopping it is over there.
That's what this
Yeah,
place
do
is.
some bar hopping.
The Three Skulls is the one that you guys have. The other one is called the Dead Man's Hand.
Okay, let's go to the Dead Man's Hand.
Very good. All right, so you come out.
Wait, now, do we have to ring the bell anytime we set outside?
I guess. Maybe.
Sure, let's do it.
I will anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring the bell like every 5 minutes.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm just gonna take the bell with us.
Yeah.
I will say you something. I mean, because that's not dumb. I mean, if you have to do it, that makes sense that you do that. But I would just say, because I think one of you tried doing this before, just like walk around with a bell. But when you notice, like when you look at the bells on all the buildings, they're like extremely fastened, like 6, lag bolts, like bolted in, like they're like secure, like they're not just coming off. So if you wanted to actually take a bell off, you would have to, like, again, have tools or something and remove. You can't just, like, they're very well affixed to these structures.
Could we take like a fork and a glass and just ting 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 that?
You can try. You can absolutely. You can try.
Can we
I am good on that.
Can we use the candle to burn the bell off?
Burn
Just
the
kind of
bell.
burn the surrounding areas.
Nope. I love saying no. That's a definite no.
Okay.
Good question.
All right. Well, I ring it. Let's go to the Dead Man's Hand.
You guys all cross
ring
the
it.
bridge, and as you cross, it's dark, but again, not the middle of the night. You see a couple people walking around, but they're not any people you've seen before, and they're not just like kind of loitering. They seem to be going to a specific place here or there, walking with a purpose, kind of a thing. And you come around here. Again, this little spot right here is like the little town chapel. Nothing going on there. And you look over at the longhouse, where the village elder Miss Palmer lives, and every time pretty much you've ever seen her, she's been at a rocking chair. It's out on the porch here, and she's not there. You do see a younger, because Miss Palmer is in her 60s or something, older-ish, and you see a younger woman in there. Hard to say her age, but it's definitely not Miss Palmer. But you see her inside the building. It's all lit up. It's not like it's a break-in or anything. It's all well lit. You see a woman on the first floor there. You can't tell what she's doing unless you want to go look, but you see someone in there. Do you want to look or you want to keep going?
I want to look.
Okay.
Aaron,
So-
don't trust this guy over here. They're looking at windows.
So you guys come over and like just maybe stop and see, like how close do you want to get?
I'm gonna go up to the door and just knock.
There we go.
I'm just gonna be nosy.
Very good. So you approach the elder's house here, and with your boots, you're wearing chainmail. So like when you step it on, there's like a porch, where her rocking chair is, the wooden porch. As soon as your feet, the person inside hears you before you even knock, and she looks out the window. It's light in
And
there.
I may as well stand next to her, hoping that I make her look less intimidating by an average.
Yeah, the average intimidation level. Yeah. So she sees this god awful looking vision of death here. White skin, black hair, like dirty, with like this disgusting blood cape. What the hell is this person?
Right.
That's right. You got your horrific bloody cape on, and you come up and like, do you just on the door, or do you like pound on it?
I pound on it
Good Lord.
because I'm gonna be mad if she died, and we went through all that.
So
She's
Deer,
just gone now.
so Deer just walks up and just thump pounds on the door, and again your boot steps alone like set this. It's like she's like a teenager, maybe 20, like young, and she like looks out and like just has this like freaked out look, and then she sees this whole. I'm guessing, are all of you going up there?
I want to hang back a little, distance.
Okay, so
Like,
who's
I'll stay
Yeah.
at the bottom of the steps.
okay? So who's all in this girl's line of sight? There's Dira and Syl,
Me.
or all the rest of you hanging
I'm
back?
hanging back.
Okay, so it's just
Yeah.
the two ladies.
Knocking, and then they see the other figures in the dark standing off.
Yeah, And so the two of you pound on this thing. She's like, "Whoa, she just freezes, and she just looks out, and she kind of like looks around, but she just sees Dira's horrific, her whole terrifying visage here pounding on the door, and she just like freezes like a deer and like doesn't do anything.
She probably smells like death.
Well, you can't smell.
The cloak of-
She can't smell you through the walls yet.
Where'd you put the blue one, Rose?
Looking
What do you-
at her like, "Come on, open the door. What's your?"
She just like shakes her head like, and she just says, you hear her say, "Go away."
I ask her, "Where's Palmer?"
She like doesn't want to say anything. She's like, she like wants to say no again. You'd have to like intimidate her somehow.
I intimidate.
You can do your cloak gives you a manipulation +1. Like, so if you want to do like a manipulation, you can I'm muting that for now. You can do like a manipulation like +1 to try to get her to do
I'll
something.
do that.
All right, let's
Scarier.
see. Aw. That's all you get? Even with the cloak?
I'd have 0 in manipulation.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I'll let you do it again, because we remember, since you're a human, you can spend a willpower point to roll a skill that you're actually good at.
Oh, okay. So I'll.
Wasn't there a
Who's
cloak that you're
melee
supposed to
then?
get?
Yeah, the cloak gives you +1, but she still, even with that, she only has a very low, she has like no skill in this, generally, using a straight actual manipulation roll.
I guess I didn't see. Oh.
I'll let
guess
you
that
do it
one guy
again.
under me gets it.
What are you going to roll this
I'll
time?
use melee.
Yeah, that's
Race.
what you're horrifyingly scary
Pull
at.
out my weapon.
There we go.
Just
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So you say, "Where's Palmer?" And she like just like deer in the headlights and says no. And then like you like look even more evil than you normally do, and like you get your sword out and like you tap on the window, you know, like you just get like max horrifying.
Answer the question, lady.
And so she just like, I would say even with that, she doesn't answer you, but she like scaredy cat. She just like looks over at Dead Man's Hand Inn, and she just looks like whatever, broken with wits. Like she's very scared, and she just like, you know, she's looking at you, and then she's looking at the Dead Man's Hand Inn, and then she
better be over there. If not, I'll be back.
Then she just turns, and like you hear like a little whimper, like a crying, kind of, like she wasn't making any sound. She was like dead silent, and now she like turns and she starts running, and you can hear like footsteps. She's like running up the stairs, and like you hear her like whimpering and like kind of crying.
Before I leave, I bang on the door really loudly a few more times, and then I leave while ringing the bell.
just a mess.
And I roll my eyes and say, "Oh, dear."
That's funny.
That's awesome. Mean
Terrorist. I love it.
So, is she suggesting that Miss Palmer is over at Dead Man's Hand or something?
That's what it. From the little non-communication
Okay.
that she said, that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
So now Dira returns like much more forcefully, like, okay, we can go to the inn now. She's there. You guys make your way across.
Is there a bell? Is there a bell on the front of her building?
Every building has a bell.
Okay, I want to ring that bell too.
I ring it.
Yeah, we all ring
Okay,
it.
I'll just say from now on, unless I try to trick you, you guys all ring bells at all times now, so you don't get I'll try to trick you and get you with it, but for now. So you ring, you do the deal, and you ring the bell, and you come forward, and now you're at Dead Man's, and it's got a few people in it. You can tell.
I want to get my axe ready.
You want to get you want to draw your weapon in town?
Why do you sound so
maybe,
judgmental?
Yeah.
You guys are all pretty bad.
I don't know.
That's what I do. All right, so
I want to have my battle axe ready.
Okay, so you have your axe out. Anyone else want to get their weapons out? Going into a tavern?
My weapon is always out.
Of course it is.
Stop it.
It's my beard.
It's my beard.
It's so dumb.
It's my stunning good looks.
I was afraid
It's my pure animal magnetism.
I like to have my dagger instead of like my bow or whatever, but just have it like on my side or something, or just up my sleeve, like with the knife the other way. You know what I mean? Just kind of.
Yeah.
I don't want to look so conspicuous, so out there with my bow and arrow.
Okay. Dira,
Put mine away.
what are you doing, Dira?
I'll put mine away.
Okay. So kind of reversing roles here.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe, I mean...
Well, I've
maybe
got
I'll
the
just
cloak
put
on
my
him.
belt
Yeah.
or something, you know?
You got the cloak of disgust on.
I don't think anybody's gonna want to come near me with the smell of that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot the whole thing about that cloak. That's nasty.
Bloody black cloak that she didn't wash. Okay, so as you're standing outside the place, there's noise inside and there's people for sure. A dozen or so. What do you do?
All the people are over here. What the F?
I want to try to peek through a window or something.
Yeah, you go up and look in it. Definitely you see Miss Palmer
Someone
sitting
get from school.
Miss Palmer sitting at the bar. someone to her right, and she's kind of like talking. I'd say you just take a minute and just sit and watch how she is, and she's just kind of talking, not swaying around like inebriated, but she's definitely talking and turning to her left and right and talking to these two men, and Rust Brother Sturkis is on her left, also sitting down at the bar.
Ooh.
And then Olm, the bartender, is back behind the bar, and just some patrons in there. All in all, fairly completely normal looking evening.
So,
All right. Let's go bursting in like a gang of
There's
thieves.
the Yawin's Old Tavern, that was called...
Three
Sorry,
Skulls.
what was that called?
Three Skulls.
Three Skulls, okay. So is it still called that? Even though he's gone and everything? I mean, is that what we're...
I mean,
the intention was when we left town that it would still be running, managed under just a little subservient little set of managers in town,
Yeah,
right?
but we don't have any
Keep it going.
booze to keep it going.
Yeah, we ran out of booze, so
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't Peter's.
That's all right.
Yes, so I mean, I'd like to go in there and ask her, hey, what gives with the Three Skulls? Why is it like dead? You know, it's like to be asking her that. I assume we're all going in.
Can.
You guys want to go in?
I'll go in.
Want to ask her that.
Okay, go.
Yeah, so you guys all go in and you go in and everyone stops and turns and looks at you, of course. And the people closest to the door, like you open the doors and walk, and the doors shut behind you. And you guys just kind of stand there for a minute, and like it doesn't get like dead silent, like, it's like, oh yeah, these people, because you guys, it's been a while since you've been here, and so it's kind of quiet. Ugh, muting. It gets kind of quiet, and then the table closest to you all, after a minute, or after like 10 seconds, like a couple of the people just kind of just start coughing because Dira stinks so bad. You just hear like a oh,
Nice.
like
What
this.
is that?
They're like oh, but they don't like make a loud sound of it because she's so scary. They don't like say, ew, you're gross. They're just like literally coughing because it's so wretched, but they're trying to like not get murdered for noticing how bad she stinks. Smells like death, I'm not saying she you know what I mean? She smells like literally like death. I mean, because that's what's all over her cloak. So she smells like death. It's terrible. And so these people closest to her are like but like trying to keep it down so they don't like get Dira mad and get killed for it. Anyway,
I love it.
so then after a couple seconds, Olm's like,
And I mutter to myself so that nobody else hears me. Like, I told her she should have washed that thing.
like, so
Yeah.
still says that I said I should have watched that, and then like, Miss Palmer stands up and says, she's like, welcome back to the Hollows. Drinks on me. Come up here.
Woo!
She looks
Is
pretty.
it?
She looks pretty pleased. I mean, when she like
Comfortable.
she stands up and she kind of sways a little bit. She's been partaking a little imbibing action.
Nice.
Little
So
more
she,
relaxed.
she beckons you all in, and she ups like this table next to her, like as close, because the bar's only got a couple seats. It's not that big. It's mostly tables and seats, not a big bar. And so she's like, up. and she kicks out this group of people who are sitting at the table closest to her, and they all just like kind of, and they get up, and you guys kind of freaked them out anyway, so these people are like just kind of moving to a table further in the corner, and she's like, please sit, and she turns to the bartender, and she's like, fill them up, and she's like, just like, she's all kind of like sloppily, like, come here, like beckoning you guys, kind of like a obnoxious drunk person.
Miss Palmer's
Yeah.
a wino.
And
Yeah,
a
so I
little
like
bit
to-
more relaxed.
You guys all get close. I'll just say, like, you guys all get close and take your seats, I'm guessing. I mean, stop me if you don't want to do any of this, but you, like, come get closer and take your seats, and, like, Miss Palmer just, like, she, like, smells Dira, but she, like, whatever. She doesn't, maybe she's too imbibed to really care, but you can tell she's like, oh, like, good Lord. She's like, oh. She's
I
like,
think we should all
You'll
play
get
to
used
where.
to it.
What is that?
What's that?
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should all play it like we don't smell it. Like the air is just
Yeah.
fresh as can be.
I mean, maybe you guys, maybe,
Bloodshot.
honestly, maybe you guys are used to it because you're like literally around her all the time. So maybe that's something you guys could get used to. I don't know. I've never been around like
that, or eyes are bloodshot, or lips are all dry and cracked.
yeah.
That's just how putrid it comes from her.
I mean, all it is like blood.
It's fine.
All it is like stained blood. It's not like there was. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be too gross, but it's gross enough. It's mostly like there is a
Right.
smell.
Got a scent.
There's a smell to it, but it's mostly just the whole head to toe look of everything, starting with her evil eyes. All right, so yeah, you guys all sit, and she gives you your beers. She's like, welcome back. You guys have done a great
Nice.
thing here.
Yeah.
I like to be sitting there having my beer and ask her like, so business is good here, huh, Miss Palmer? Here in your little tavern?
She just doesn't even answer. She doesn't even ask. She's like, did you kill him? She's like, I don't care, but did you kill him?
That's
No.
that's none of your business.
I don't. She's like, I don't care. I don't care. I was just curious. I know some of you want to kill him, but
Yeah.
a lot of people want to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I was just
So
wondering.
so what happened
tell her,
with
tell her it's like,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
yeah, tell her it's like, hey, right now, you need to be worrying about your life. It's like, and then tell her, because business is low in our tavern.
Yeah, what the F is going on with Three Skulls over there, huh?
Well, we just keep a light on it, just in the
That's what it
evenings,
is,
just to deter people from kind of. I mean, we only have Sturkis and those worthless guards. I mean, we don't.
Motel 6?
We just keep it on to deter people from trying to loot the place. I mean, we don't want that side of town. It's already a garbage side of town anyway, but we don't want it to get any worse than it is. So we just keep lights on to deter people. The rats always scurry in the light, kind of a thing.
Mm.
No one goes down there anymore, thanks to you.
Ah. Oh, great.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Every
Do you
single
think
person
anybody
we
would be-
save.
One at a time. One at a time.
Okay. Do we want to ask her if she thinks anybody might be interested in buying the place?
You can.
Yeah, no.
Is there
Yeah.
anyone interested in buying it? What would she say to that? She's like, for how much? Name your price.
How much are they worth?
How much you got?
There's nothing in it
100
right
gold
now.
coins.
100 gold coins.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 100 gold coins.
Potential.
Yeah.
Or an artifact? Just kidding.
Ooh,
Nothing.
nice. That's
I
good.
know what that is. I don't know.
Hey, maybe.
So she's like, kind of like,
Hey,
she wasn't really expecting to like start talking about, deed transfers and whatnot while the beer's flowing here. So she's like, so she kind of like pinches her nose here and like kind of shakes her head. And like Sturkis is right there looking on, and he's like looking down at you guys, looking at her, and he's just kind of looking out. He's like taking like his head, you can tell he's thinking about something. He's like looking out the window into the darkness, looking at her, then looking at you guys and looking out. You know, he's like, you can just see his mind is working on something, but he's not saying anything. He's just looking at all you and looking at Miss Palmer, and he's like, I'd say it's hard to read his expression, but he's definitely paying attention to what you guys are talking about. So Miss Palmer's like, okay, what do you want? What are you trying to do?
Sturkis wants this to become a new Rust Brothers church.
What?
He's got a home, but
He just says,
I don't think he has a fun place to worship.
Sturkis says, no, I don't.
Oh.
Maybe, yeah. I see
She's
where you're
like,
going, Robert. We need.
She's like, never mind about Brother Sturkis. What do you want with Three Skulls? Speak plainly. She looks back at her beer. She's like, what? You've done a good service here. What do you want? Just talk normal.
I want Three Skulls to be flowing the beer again. Sorry, go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I mean, to the group, like, why don't we just ask for a cut? Let her people manage it. Let the beer that's in this one flow over there as well.
Yeah.
And just let them manage it. We'll take a percentage, and
75.
if we send anybody their way, they employ them. Something, you know? Like if we save somebody who doesn't have a place to go, we can send them here. And they can train them into guards or whatever.
Okay.
So your plan is the plan is to turn Three Skulls Tavern, turn it back on, use just the beer and stuff that they're using from Dead Man's Hand, just make it be like one big bar, basically, with like 2 locations, and then
what would you call it?
Dead Man's South.
Well, doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Dead Man's Foot.
Yeah,
Dead Man's Other Hand.
Dead Man's Other Hand. Yeah.
Left hand. Right.
It's either the Dead Man's Other Hand or the other Dead Man's Hand.
Thing.
Yeah, they're all McMinimans. Exactly. She's like, the name can be, so you want to just have it be another bar like this one is, and then and you just want a cut of the revenue.
Yeah. And the employment of anybody we might send that way.
We still run it. Essentially, we're the.
Well,
because I don't see another mill or another brewery in this town, so you guys could use that as well.
Yeah, they need us. One stuff.
Okay,
we walk into town,
so you guys would be the owners, but they would do all the town here would do all the staffing and the day-to-day operations and everything. So they would like have workers here, they would get paid wages, and then you guys would.
We're the shareholders.
You guys would just get a cut of the profits on some sort of. Okay, so she's like, I like the sound of that. I'm trying to think, like, how often would you really gain money from this? Like, because it's like, if you guys aren't here, I'm just thinking, like, logistically, and not trying to get too, like, simulation-y, but really, if you guys were really doing this and you guys are out wandering around the whole Forbidden Lands, miles and miles away, and now this place has, let's just say they've got 20 gold that they made this week. How are you guys going to get it? You know what I mean? Like, you guys going to have to come back here. You know,
whenever we show up.
Okay, well, I was just going to say, like...
I thought maybe we could sell it.
Yeah, so I was like, she's like, so do you want us to... So she's fine with that. She thinks that's a fine idea. You know, more money's good. And And so she's like, okay, yeah,
And
we
then she
can.
can, she'd have that other resource to help develop the town, since she seems to care about that.
Yeah, her number
Get an
one
idea.
her number one priority is the safety and the well-being of the town and the people in the town, and not drawing attention and not putting a target on their back.
So this is my idea. She uses the profits while we're not here to train fighters to not only guard the town, but then uses the profits to create a bank. And then our profits can be used as loans. And those fighters can enforce it.
It's so difficult for me.
Banks.
And the bank
Quite
can
an
be our
operator.
new stronghold.
Mike's like speechless. Like,
I don't want to do this math.
Your dumb idea broke a
Fees, interest, loans, stocks, taxes.
Yeah. Forbidden
Screw you.
Excel. Forbidden
Yeah.
forbidden
We're back.
spreadsheets.
forbidden
Forbidden
H&R Block.
forbidden 401k. Forbidden dental
So
plan.
what if we were to get some kind of profit, but she trained soldiers for us? And in that time, they were staying and guarding the
So
town.
she says, okay, this is what she says. You propose this. You guys run it, and then we'll take a cut. And she says, okay, fair. How do you get the money? How do you gonna come here once a quarter, once a month? How? She's like,
Probably once a quarter.
once a quarter. I mean, that's a long ass
That's
time. By the way, I mean,
Now imagine if we have to.
I'm trying to think
have
of
an
how long
armored
you guys have
boat
been
come and get our
planning.
profits.
You guys have been playing grand total for let's see. How long have you guys been playing? 45. You guys have been playing for like 50 days. So, I mean, shockingly, you guys so a quarter is probably a long time cuz you're like barely a month into the game, which is ridiculous when you think about it. You guys are a month and a half into you since you left Toan Village. So let's say like, I mean, that's the thing. Like once a month, your cut will be ready once a month or once every couple weeks. But then, that's the thing. How do you access all this money that you're getting? That's what she's asking you. She's like, oh, yeah, we can totally do that. How should I plan for giving you your cut? How are you
Would
going?
the Raven be able to be trained to go pick it up for us, kind of like owls in Harry Potter?
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah, that's in the stronghold.
there's a
right?
stronghold, but I think it's for messages. Someone open that.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Can
saying
it
no.
Travel,
It's
bring like 6 gold or 20 gold.
stronghold.
yeah.
There's a thing called a dovecote. That's a
Yeah.
building called a dovecote. It costs 30 wood, and it has a homing pigeons dovecote. Homing pigeons are useful for quickly sending messages home to the stronghold.
Anything about swallows carrying coconuts?
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Nice.
African swallow?
Nice.
This-
The dovecote contains about a dozen pigeons. So yeah, these are like those, like in the movies where they put a little message in the beak and it flies off. Like they're not like carrier, they're not like mail carrying pounds and pounds of gold coins.
That's what tulips for.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
maybe we
Stop
could
it.
send a small mercenary
Tulip.
group, to come, like
Stop
once a
it.
month to collect.
You guys are all getting time out. You guys are all like out of order tonight with your ridiculousness. I'm gonna dock XP now.
I'm imagining
Any more-
Tulip being our.
Any more outbursts? Yeah. So she's like, "How are we gonna do this?" Or we can.
cut the cord, the Galdanes, for them to come out and get it.
Yeah,
And then
gotta be
they
somebody
get
with
unlimited
consent,
beer.
And she's like, "Well, I didn't hear."
I
You.
would say
She's like,
They get
I didn't hear you."
housing in the beer.
She's like, "I didn't hear you. Did you come in through the gate?"
we boated here.
This
You
evening?
sailed here, right? On the water?
Yeah.
She's like, well, why don't we do that? Why don't... She's like, you could just sail, you could sail. Like, how long did it take to sail from... Where did you come... Where are you coming from?
I don't think we should tell her where we're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
think
not
it
from
matters
a
that
place.
much. It's not like she's gonna come out and find us. And if she does,
It's
she'll
not her
probably
town.
be worried.
All your interactions you've
Right,
ever
right.
had with her, she just only cares about this place and not getting it run over and...
What if
Go ahead.
we can get what's his face? She can be in alliance with him and work together, kind of like as a protection for the town.
Zertorm?
Yeah.
Well,
Somewhat of
the whole point of us getting
trade.
Yawim out of here so that he could be protected, Zertorm. But if Zertorm's going to protect this town, Yawim will come back and he'll probably be mad at us for taking over stuff.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We are gonna sell him to the other dwarfs. Remember?
We need the recipe before that.
But we have kind of a upper hand over him right now. He's the bottom of the barrel at the moment.
Why? Because he's using our building?
He's a thief and he's a runaway. So
Oh, true.
Hello,
all
you
we
could
need
go to
is
the
the rest.
Atlantis
We don't
period.
need him anymore.
We could totally threaten to narc him out.
Exactly. So he's kind of in debt to us if he wants protection.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, I guess we could petition Zertorm to throw him out in the cold, but
I'm just saying, we got another town, another
We're-
stronghold army for Zertorm.
Well, he seems so ambitious. I'd probably be more beneficial for us to help him along so that he could share the profits with us from his industry.
yeah, I
I
say
don't
we
think
find a
should top
forest.
him off or sell him out.
And if the forest is near here, we can use that, to come and pick up our money every so often.
I don't think
I don't
Zertorm
know.
is gonna give protection to this place.
No, I doubt he would too. I think what we should do is just show up when we show up. Tell her
Yeah,
it'll be
we'll send somebody.
intermittent, but it'll be, I don't know, once a month, once every 2 months. Just depends on how long our travels are. We'll come
Just
back.
be ready for us.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
set the money off to the side, and we'll be back when we come back for it. And, if it's over a year's time, then we're probably dead and doesn't need to worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Put a clause
Be
in
an
there,
honor
you know.
to
you have it be this kind of a free flowing. Hey, we'll be here when we be here. You hang on to it for us, and if a exorbitant amount of time has lapsed, then you can just consider us dead and our whole arrangement's over. She nods and she looks at Sturkis, and he's again looking out the window and kind of thinking about stuff, and he looks at Mrs. Palmer and nods, and he looks down at you guys and nods, and she reaches her hand out past Dira. Shakes.
Everybody get your hands
I'll
in
just say
here.
Marcus
Once-
was talking, so yeah, she's like, all right, that's a done deal. Shake on it.
All right. And when I shake, I have a scone in my hand and pass it off to her.
No, you don't.
-2 experience.
Yeah, just keep going. I have a list here. That's -2. Talking about fucking Tulip the War Pig. Oh, that's -3. Okay, keep it
Oh
up.
no, he's our armored transport now for the
Oh, yeah.
profits.
Yeah, the armored Pig Express, not the Pony Express. The armored
Yeah, they're-
War Pig Express. It's -3.
Would that make it our piggy bank?
That's -5.
Perfect. Why didn't I think of that before? That's so awesome.
That's a good one.
And now he's rolling for damage.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at that. Broken neck. Paralyzed from the neck.
Ooh, what happened?
No idea.
Rolled.
I'm trying to drink water here. I keep. I think I need to wait so I don't spit it out while I'm laughing.
Yeah.
God.
Marcus suffered a broken neck. That's good.
I'm okay.
No, you're not. Very good. So, okay, that's a done deal. She's like, good.
All while he was drunk.
It'll take us a week or so, maybe. Not a week, but it'll take us a few days to get it up and operational. But yeah, if you guys are coming back once a month or something like that, we'll definitely have your cut waiting for you. Just come up. She's like, I'll keep it in my house. It'll be in my house in safekeeping, and your portion will always be ready whenever you are in town. This is an excellent arrangement. I'm glad we come to something sensible that benefits everyone. She's like, so what else are you guys up to? Seen any crazy things in your adventures?
Some woman broke into your house.
Nice.
She looks at Sturkis again, like, and they're shaking their head. What? When?
The night she ran upstairs, couldn't get her. Hid under the bed.
My niece?
Ooh.
And she like,
That's what you call her?
she's like, this petite little thing. Like, she describes exactly who it was. Her?
Oh no, much bigger.
Don't listen to her. We just went there looking for you first, and she may or may not have been intimidated by the way Dira looks.
And like Miss Palmer does a full body shiver, like looking at Dira. She's like, I understand.
All right. Let's see. So, with that all settled, you wouldn't happen to know where we would be able to find a continuous supply of wood, would you? Like a forest nearby, or the closest forest from here?
Or lumber mill.
Oops. Stand by. So you say that to her, and there's another table next to you with a bunch of rough-looking guys, and they hear your question, and Miss Palmer kind of like, she's not really sure. And this table next to you, the guy like points south and says, the shroud's down that way. Hell of a forest.
How far?
Couple days.
Near the river at all, or
South of the river.
okay. Well then.
They say they were going to set up They say they were going to set up this town here, but this place had the river and this, and he's like, it was a hell of a thing setting up the hollows here. I don't know why they did it, but he's like, I mean, I do know why they did it. And he looks out the windows, because you guys remember you're here. He looks out the windows over here, and there's like this massive graveyard out here, and there's the hill with like this obelisk and everything up on the hill. He's like, well, I mean, I know why they built it here, but that's a lot harder than it could have.
Why is
Should I do a lore roll or try to find out more?
If you'd like,
Sure.
of course.
So Sturkis keeps looking out the window like he's waiting for something? Is that what it appears to be for us? I mean,
I wouldn't say that.
you're
It doesn't look like he's like waiting for something. He's just like thinking about stuff. It doesn't look like he's
Okay,
like.
so a lore roll.
Or well, yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Mike?
No, it's fine. Yeah, lore roll. You just know about the hollows that it's built on like what would you know about it? I guess I would say with the success of one, you just know that some event happened here, but you don't know. There's some significant event that happened here in the recent past, like, couple hundred years. And maybe with a lore roll of success of one, you would know that there's someone in the town who knows, who can tell you more.
Ooh.
Oh, I could start with the midwife friend.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea because you saw her going up to the obelisk at night. You and Dira were like, you guys were, if you recall, you guys saw her in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Well, in the broken moonlight. It wasn't a full moon, but you saw her. Yeah.
And
so
how long are we till the full moon?
2 days now?
Yeah. It's what is it? It's a waxing gibbous moon now. So yeah, two more nights until a full moon.
Stop it. Do you have like a big chart or something like for the moon?
It's just a map in the game that comes with it. It has like the whole moon, new moon, quarter moon, whatever. It has it all every week. The different phases of the moon.
That's cool.
So the full moon is 2 nights from
What is
now.
gibbous?
What's that?
Goodness, look it up.
You said the waxing gibbous moon?
That's what it is now.
What is gibbous?
Look it
Is it gibbous or gibbous?
Probably gibbous. I like saying gibbous because it's funny.
So,
It reminds me of
crescent
reminds
would
me of
be
like
between new
giblet.
moon and-
Reminds me of
and
like
half of the
giblets.
moon.
What's that?
Waning crescent is where we're at.
And so crescent would be when it's between the new moon and half a moon, and so then the gibbous would be when it's like rounded, bulging out, the light part we can see on both sides. So between a half moon and a full moon.
I say
Okay.
right now we're on a waning crescent, which is 24 days old and 28% illuminated. There are 5 days remaining until the next new moon.
New moon is when you see nothing. New moon is when it's black.
Yeah.
Full moon is when you see.
Current.
Yeah.
Yeah, so new moon basically it rises at dawn and the moon's overhead during the day, and so then at the night there's nothing to see, no moon.
Oh. The moon's not real. It's all conspiracy. It's all Hollywood.
Right? Everyone's watching this.
Haven't you seen Truman Show,
Swear to
guys? Come on. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All right.
Have
Yeah. So
seen
you know someone in
Gibbous?
town has some sort of information about this hill. The guy who pointed you to the shroud and says it's to the south. He's like, good wood down there if you can, get it. Yeah, this town would have been better set up that way, but I can see why they set it up here too. And then he just goes back to his drinking and carousing. And so Palmer's like, yeah, that way, what he said. What do you need wood for? Like wood of that magnitude, like what are you building? She's
Well,
A shrine.
the town that I guess it's not the one we originated in, but the one that we're kind of stationed at, the main one that we go to. Dragon kind of burned a bunch down, and it'd be great if we had a wood supply.
Should we be careful since there's a Rust brother talking about that?
Rush Brother talking about what?
The town and Zagafer and all that.
you haven't
We
really
didn't
said
say
anything.
anything about Zerform.
I know, but I'm just
Just
saying,
saying that
should we be careful?
Dragon
about
burned it down.
You say that, and
It's a legendary
Sturkis just looks at you, and he's just like, dragon, huh? Like he's not.
He's not a believer.
He's just skeptical, but he doesn't make a big deal of it. He just is like, dragon. Huh.
Volunteered. I wasn't sure if dragons were real either, but we saw one in the distance.
It was epic.
Yeah, like to say. Powerful and burn your face off, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just omit to mention that we saw one up close too.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Deer stabbed a guy.
Yeah,
I
that was
believe
crazy.
that. He's like, well, every beast has its weakness.
That's what Sturkis says.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
he's
interesting.
What
he's
is
not
the dragon
Oh.
weakness?
he's not
What's the
really
dragon's weakness?
like you said dragon, and Palmer's like what, and like Sturkis is just like dismissing, and then if he I mean he can tell that you guys aren't really lying, and he's just like okay, even if it's real, whatever. He's like, you know, every beast has its weakness, and he just leaves it at that. And he just like finishes his beer. He's like, I'm gonna go do my rounds, and then I'm gonna turn in for the night. We'll say it's like 8 o'clock now. It's been a little while since you guys have been, you know, interacting here. So he's like, I'm gonna do my final round for the night, and then I'll see you in the morning. And he's saying this to Mrs. Palmer. And he just stands up and he looks at you all and gives you a nod, like a polite, you know, nod, respectful, and just saunters on out the door. And the door shuts. You hear him ring the bell, and then you hear him ring the bell, and then he walks. You see him turn right, like heading out this way, and he just disappears.
Okay. Has Marigold ever visited this town? I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we met her.
Sure. Not the first time.
Well,
It's
maybe
the
the
first
first
time I
still.
think Syl met her.
Yeah, down at Three Skulls.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I
Marigold.
like to ask Miss Palmer if she's come here since Yawan has left.
She's like, no, it's been a couple, probably since you left. I think she was here that night.
I can't recall if she was there that night.
Yeah,
You-
no, she was. She
Yeah.
was.
You guys all sat down with her at the booth down
She
at
was there, and
yeah.
she seemed very interested in the sword.
Yes, she was very keen on Malagarn, but she didn't do anything. You guys could tell that she was very interested in that sword, but then she let it go, and Palmer says, no, that's the last we saw her here. However long ago that was. She's like, the people love her.
How's the town been? Has it been pretty peaceful with Yaman gone?
She just she turns to Garrick. She's like, yes.
Nice. Okay.
Everything
No.
here is so much better now. It's the threat and that ridiculous clown with his gold hungry eyes. That's all he cares about is money. He was going to bring ruinous devastation upon us. I'm just glad he's out of here. If he wants to get rich, whatever. I don't even care. Just get away from us with that. He was bringing way too much attention to this place, and with no way of defending. It's fine to be rich, but it's not if you can't defend it. Let him go be somewhere else and be rich, and good luck staying alive. So she's like really glad he's gone.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome for that. We helped. All right. Do you guys want to stay here? Or doesn't Three
have
Skulls has a kind of their own place?
Yeah,
Kinda
Three
like
Skulls has an
average.
inn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has one upstairs.
Maybe we should leave there. Well,
Oh.
we don't have any beer at Three Skulls, right?
No, it's like idled out. Like there's no business happening there at all.
I was gonna say as we leave, hey, Three Skulls, everything's 50. All beers are half price or something like that, and then head on over there. But we have nothing to sell.
Well, what time is it in the game?
We'll say it's like 8.
Okay. Okay, so we got a lead on Freeze. Mrs. Palmer's happy, and we got the Yawam being gone. We got the business deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go maybe in the morning talk to some.
Oh, since
That
it's not that
midwife
late,
lady
maybe
there.
we could go see if the midwife lady is still awake.
Yeah.
She's up at
I
the
think if
altar.
all of us start going over there, it might overwhelm. So
Yeah, she'll be fine.
maybe just 1 or 2 people. I personally will
Yeah.
head back to the inn.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
I
go
me
back
plus
to the
somebody less scary looking than Dira, perhaps.
Well, this lady was pretty.
Back up.
This lady was pretty hardcore too. She's like dirty, not like.
That's true. She had all the bones and
right.
whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, she's like covered in
maybe
like
she'll feel-
raven feathers. She's like some, witch. Basically, like she's not
Oh
some.
yeah, okay, yeah. Let's have me and Dira go then.
Yeah, she's pretty
Yeah, maybe
hardcore.
Yeah, she'll
feel at peace
she'll
with
open
Dira
me
and
with
like, oh,
welcoming arms.
Okay, so
finally somebody I can have a real conversation
yes,
with.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
So picking off people's fingernails, how do you enjoy it best? Yeah.
I
So
do too. Oh, that's awesome.
okay, so who wants to go see the midwife, and who? What else does anyone else want to do? That'll be, I'm guessing, Syl. Dira, do you want to go as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that's the 2 of you. Anyone else wants to join with them, or do us? Marcus wants to go back to the 3 skulls.
Well,
go
actually,
back
I'm
to
gonna
prison.
enjoy my free beer
Okay, absolutely.
and then
They're
make
at,
my way.
Okay,
At
I'm gonna get good and schnockered first.
absolutely.
I'll stay with Marcus. I wanna make sure
And you
we
still
can't walk
have one of
straight.
Yawim's helpers too, right? Or no, he ran off
He's
into the
some-
darkness.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
ran off.
yeah. You don't
Yeah,
see
to,
him.
like, Forest Wood.
He is okay. I would. Yeah. He's nowhere to be found. I'm just saying you haven't seen him since he ran off, and you told him we're gonna be here for a couple days. So he was just like, all right, like 2 days, 3 days of liberty. I'm out of here. Like he's like a sailor in port. That's the kind of vibe he gave you. So yeah, he's off
there's
somewhere.
Nothing,
Hmm?
So there's nothing we have or can do to like get 3 skulls kind of getting some business right now, right? I mean,
Yeah, we have no resources to sell to people.
You don't have any beer.
None of us are chemists.
You don't have any beer or food or anything. I mean,
aside from like them staying there, it's like not like anybody needs a place to stay, I guess. But
mm-mm.
yeah, place for us to stay for
Sure.
free. So it's
Yeah, is there a special like talent to be able to brew beer?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is it
I don't.
like can you be a poison master? Because beer is technically poison.
There is. Well, there is
Yeah,
a.
there is something about poison.
No, there is. There's a talent. I think it's one of the expansion packs. They added the, not alchemist, but I mean they did have an alchemist. I've looked at that a couple times. I'm like, well, I mean that sounds like something you psychos would like doing. Alchemist. But there's one I think, but I'm trying to see if it's tied to a, to a class. Yeah, poisons. There's all these poisons and potions. I'd have to look, but there's a whole thing of poisons and potions that can be built. Or alchemist. You can extract.
really,
It's a general talent alchemist. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of.
is very much extract substances from plants and animals to create potions with various effects. Doing so typically requires a cauldron, heat source, herbs, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I just posted it to the chat.
That
Alchemist
sounds like
talent.
brewing right there.
Yeah, but there isn't like a specific thing called brewmaster. But maybe I think in my expansion book that I bought with all this extra stuff, there might be something in there for that actually. To be a
There's one for poisoner.
Yeah, I got an idea. Let's reopen the tavern and sell beer, quotation marks, but they're really potions. And then we'll like secretly be like, you know, drugging people to do our bidding.
Yes.
That'd be so
Oh,
funny.
Right.
No, like go out and do tasks and stuff for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We'll
good.
give them some
We're good.
acid and brainwash them. Once they're good and brainwashed, then we'll let them go. And then, we'll use the Q words and they'll do whatever we say.
the forbidden Manchurian candidates. I like this.
Yeah.
You people. You people.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking anything really bad.
Why not? What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
How could you be so normal?
I kid. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking in the extra. I don't see stuff for.
I saw a homebrew somebody did on Reddit. Rank 1 can distill or ferment alcohol from grain with a successful crafting roll. I don't know. It could.
I mean, if people want to get into it, if you really want to be a brew maker, then I can make it happen. But if you want to be spending points into becoming a little mini Yawim with your brewmastery skills, we can make it happen. But I don't think there's anything written out right now for being a brewmaster. There isn't like a talent tree for that.
Yeah.
But poisoner, yes, and whatever, alchemist. There is a thing for that. So, having said all that,
That's cool.
all right. So it's early evening here, sort of early-ish evening. Sturkis is making his final rounds. A couple of the ladies want to go see the Raven sister. What are the rest of you doing? Marcus is finishing his brew and gonna stumble on back to Three Skulls. Dorian and Garrick, what do you guys want to do for the evening?
I was gonna stay with Marcus.
Okay.
You're indicating we're getting free beer from Miss Palmer, right, at her place.
Well, not at her
Okay,
place. You're at this bar.
Yeah, at her bar.
Dead Man's.
Yeah, I'll have that, and then we'll head back to Three Skulls and stay there for the night.
Okay.
Can't think of
Dorian, you want to just do that or what?
Yeah, I think I'll do that too.
Okay.
I'll stay with the beer.
All right, boys and girls splitting up. Very well. That's good. We'll say Dira and Syl make their ways like they do. Does it still? Yes. Make their ways like they do. All right. So the two of you make your way up to here to, and it's dark. What's up here? Okay. So I'm guessing you guys lit a torch to light your way, and you rang the bell, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. So
We're traumatized.
that's right. You guys got zapped with it once. That's enough.
Do I need to roll for torches?
Yeah, why not? Nothing's free in this game.
Here, torches. Oh. Okay.
Very good. Very good. All right, sorry. Just took a sec. All right, so you approach here, and let's see, 8 o'clock at night. There is a small light on in this. Again, it's like a tent. It's not enough to like. It's not like you could look across the little village and see, but like once you're like standing right outside it, you can tell that there's like literally a candle lit inside. So it's a little bit of light, but not much, and it smells like. I would say you guys haven't like approached it or gone in or anything, but just standing outside it, it's like, oh, smells like, I don't know, hippies.
Hippies.
Yeah, just smells like herbs and herbal essence and all this.
The country fair.
Incense.
Yeah. What do you do? Tell me what you do.
I guess we would announce ourselves, maybe? Just
Okay, what do you say?
in a friendly manner. I guess hello.
Hello,
we
and we
are.
call out for her name.
She's like,
Oh. What was her name?
it's like, who's there? Identify yourselves.
And so I say, it's me, Silfrena, and my friend Dira. We're back in town.
Oh, and you hear her like moving stuff around. Yes, yes. How can I help you?
We want to learn.
Learn
I'm
what?
interested in more of the history about this place. And sorry, what was the other thing we wanted to talk to her about? Is it something about the moon?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yes.
why they moved here and the moon. What
Oh yeah,
significance.
why they founded the town here. Sounded like there was an interesting story.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Come on in. Enter. So you guys like, I mean, like she opens up the flap, and yeah, it's just like ugh, stinks in here, but so does Dira, and she's like, that smells rotten, like literally rotten death.
It is.
She just stops and like stares at you for a moment. She's like, okay.
I'm a woman in
Prepare
battle.
for
I have
death.
to be feared.
It's like, yes. What do you need help with? I'm here to serve. How can I serve you?
Well, we
Guys
want to
gonna
know
ask
that
her-
this place. What
Um,
brought these people here? And what is the significance of that? The monument up there and the moon.
trying
Yeah.
to think. Would she just tell you? Would she just up and tell you?
Yes, she trusts us.
Does she? I'm thinking.
You didn't tell on her for being a Raven sister.
No,
My
Oh, remember that.
Raven sisters,
What's that?
I believe. I think that was part of my story. Was I was raised by Raven sisters or something like that.
Well, your
Our town.
Yeah, your town. Yeah, your town is for sure from the Raven. Your Ailanders for sure.
Maybe I'll just tell her.
Yeah, why don't you lead? Like, I mean, that's just kind of weird. Hey, tell me everything about your town. I mean, that's a little strange. So, what would you say here? Man, what the heck? Yeah, what would you say?
How I could ask her, oh, how have things been going with the women in this village? With any births? Have they all survived?
Oh, a couple. I mean, yeah, we haven't lost any this season yet. It's like a seasonal thing. We haven't lost any yet. It's been going okay. She's just like looking at you and like trying to size up Dira with this terrible looking visage that she has, you know. She's like not trying to be judgmental, but it's kind of hard not to. And she's like, it's been okay. It's a little slow, but everyone's safe and healthy so far anyway, except for the dead, of course. But they...
You see, that is good. Have the dead been giving anybody trouble?
Only the fools that don't follow the rules. And she just chuckles.
And I shiver.
Follow the rules.
Yeah.
With a
Shiver
liver.
I
from
asked
the
her, what was our town name
Your town,
that we're from?
Towan
Tribe?
Village. Towan
Towan
Village.
Okay, I tell her I'm from Towan Village.
She's like, oh, yes, okay. That's lovely. Oh, you're not too far from home, but that's quite a little trek.
Tell her, yeah, we've got lots of Raven sisters there. I'll just be blunt.
No, that's good. She's like, oh, have you had any encounters with the Rust brothers? You haven't yet.
We did.
Not any good ones.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say
what
we
about-
fought the slavers and then we beat up that one, like archbishop.
Oh,
type
yeah.
of
Well,
What was his name?
she meant
Hermatus.
she meant like, have you had
Ramal?
any Rust brothers come to Towan Village yet? That's what she meant.
Oh,
Not yet.
She's like, oh, that's good. I mean, their movements
We've
are
been gone for a while, so
their movements are erratic. It's hard to predict what makes them move where they do. They're looking for dead to recruit
for what?
We're
for
dead to recruit. And so I turned to her in surprise. What for? How? What?
for their demonic army, which is devil worshippers.
What's the guy's name here? Who's the Rust brother?
Sturkis.
With the...
Circus.
I asked her, what does she think about him? Is he...
More important is what he thinks about me. He knows I do healings and I'm a midwife, and he's allowing it. I don't know why. That he's not like most Rust brothers I've ever encountered, for sure. But still, I don't know if he knows what I really am. I steer clear of him wherever possible, and he makes his rounds, but he rarely comes up here. I think it's because if he knew what I am, he'd be oath bound to perform things he may not want to perform anymore. That's just my guess.
Does Palmer know?
I never talked to her.
is she a bad lady? I'm not there. But
Can we trust Mrs. Palmer?
With what?
Is she an honest woman? Does she keep her word?
Same as anyone else, I suppose. She's never backstabbed me, but I don't ever talk to her. I'll just say if she was untrustworthy, then this town wouldn't be surviving. Her family are the ones that have been like the leaders of these towns for generations now, and it's still here, so it's trustworthy enough for that. But maybe now that
Why are you here?
maybe now that the mist is lifted, who knows? Maybe people will be adventurous and want to leave. I don't know.
Now, what do you know about the Rust Brothers building an army?
They just worship their demonic god Zygofer, and his undead horde he's bringing all these demons. The Rust brothers like worship him. They think he's a god. He's a demonic evil sorcerer. He won't die. Maybe he can't die. I don't know.
if we encounter any of these demons, what is their weakness that we can use to defeat them? To survive?
They're all different. Some of them you can't hurt with regular weapons. Some of them are immaterial. Some of them that there's all kinds. That's why they recruit all these dead and other things, and they have these disgusting experiments where they like fused animals and people, and there's all this demonic sorcery going on that it's the most unclean filth ever inflicted on the Ravenland is that disgusting sorcerer and his evil abominations. Needs to be purged.
So he's alive.
I've never seen him. But
But you believe he's there?
The Rust brothers do. They worship him.
Did he become
What do you know
weaker?
about
Did something
Zertorm?
happen that the mist lifted?
What was that?
Do you know, did he become weaker somehow since the mist is lifted?
Zertorm? I don't know. She's like, I've never seen him. I don't know. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. He was from long ago. But I don't know. I've just seen the Rust brothers collect undead and restless dead and will shuffle them off, and they just go disappear off west. They go take them somewhere, and then there's just all these horrific stories of their misgrown and other disgusting experiments that they do on creatures and people and everything evil.
I don't know. Should we describe the one where you found the cloak from?
Yeah.
The one with the extra arm or something?
Oh, yeah.
It had all those. It had these two wings growing out of its back.
Yes, we can describe that to her. Like we encountered one of these shortly after it died.
And yeah, so you explain what it was. This horrific. It looked like a regular guy until it had these like 10-foot long wing appendages out of its back that were all tucked in. That was under this disgusting cloak. So yeah, you regale her with that lovely image, and she's just like, exactly. That is the most unclean, unnatural filth ever. It needs to be purged from this land forever. But that's who the Rust brothers worship. And I don't want... And yeah, Sturkis leaves me alone, and I don't know if he knows who I am, but he keeps a wide berth for me and me from him.
I asked her, do you know why Sturkis has... why does he live... Why did he choose this town?
I don't know. He was here before me.
Mm.
Do you know if his son is bad, just like him?
Who? Oh, Zertorm?
Zertorm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sturkis. What does she know about Zertorm? Apparently he's in alliance with my people, with the Raven Sisters. He's declared as much.
No, is Zertorm the one with the dragon?
Yeah, at Amber's Peak.
Okay.
He's apparently allied with, elves and Raven Sisters, from what I've heard, but I've never seen this person, but apparently he's some righteous, powerful sorcerer in the East. And he's building his army, and apparently he's going to march on Zygofer and destroy them all and make right all this evil, but that's just more sorcery to me. I don't know.
Do you believe he will?
I don't know. I'm just keeping my head down and helping people live here. This is a brutal place. She's like, the Raven will... She, puts her hand up and, kind of looks up to the sky. She's like, the Ravens will be done. I know that. She's like, talking about her God that she believes in.
You guys want to ask her about that full moon coming up? What may happen?
What's gonna happen with the moon?
Full moon.
What was that?
Oh, wait, no, she didn't know that we saw her, right?
No. You use some magic vision thing to go like zoom in on her. You guys were watching from the.
Yeah, that's right.
She has no idea that you were.
From the dead man's hand, I
Yeah.
think.
The road to Nepola's last resting place is shown at the midnight hour of the full moon.
What's going on
Sorry,
with
George,
the,
whose last resting place?
What, the road to Nepola's last resting place is shown at the midnight hour of the full moon, right?
Okay, yeah,
Sounds
so
right.
we should probably play dumb like we don't know that.
play it however you want?
We could say earlier this evening we were at the dead man's hand and started to hear some little interesting bits about the history of this place. But they didn't. What do you know? I like to build on my knowledge about interesting history and lore.
During one of the Alder Wars, I think it was the third one, maybe the fourth one. Must have been the fourth. A few hundred years ago, the Algarian king from Alderland was marching on Zygerfer to kill him. And that's when he brought on these god-awful demon flood, and he was like the leader of the Ravenland. He had made himself like governor of the whole land and claimed to be the emperor up here. And the humans down south came to march on him and put him in his place, and so he opened this demon flood, and then he also rallied all the local nobles around here to fight for him, and apparently Nepola refused his order, and so Zygerfer had him killed and buried alive.
Alive? Ugh.
You alive?
Was that in
Is that
here?
why
Is
we
that
have
in
to
the
ring the
cemetery?
bells?
One at a time, one at a time.
Dira has the better question.
Oh, is that why we have to ring the bells?
I don't know why that happens here, but it's something about that. There are some very unrestless dead around here for sure. That's what started the town, as far as I know. She like points out to the it's like the old, I mean, her little hut here is like right around this is the old cemetery. Like when you look out here, the tomb, the crypts and the gravestones you see out here, these are like all like maybe you'd never noticed. So she would say, yeah, the inside the wall, that's the old cemetery. That's where the old nobles and all the old the original people died. And we don't bury our dead here. We bury them out here, out in the new cemetery. You know, this inner one was the original people from Nepola's time. He's not buried there though. He was buried somewhere else. He was buried up there somewhere.
But in the town.
Oh, so is that something about Nepola's last resting place? Is that what that obelisk had said?
Yeah.
Okay, so same guy from several hundred years ago. Okay.
Yeah. He was like the leader of an army here. You know, he was the leader of an army that disobeyed Zygerfer however long ago, and Zygerfer had him killed. And so he's his remains are here somewhere.
So at the full moon, we're gonna find out. You'll be able to see where his resting place is, possibly, or the path to it.
She's like, I've looked, but not really. There's a part of me that just doesn't want to know, and I don't need to know. But sometimes my curiosity gets the better of me, and I every once in a while I'll tell myself that I want to figure it out, and I'll look around, but I haven't found anything. And truth be told, most of me doesn't want to even. I don't even want to know. There's just some part of me that I can't let this mystery go. It's gnawing at me. But I know I should just let it go if I was wise.
Well, but if solving the mystery could help the restless dead rest in peace, and that would make life better in this town. Do you know any history that could help us know what to do?
I've never looked into that. I've gone up there and I've looked briefly, but like I said, there's a large part of me that doesn't want to know.
One last message on his tombstone.
What if we were to help you?
I don't want to get involved with that. I have a place here. I have people that depend on me here. The women and the children and some of the men even, they all depend on me, and I'm the only person here that can heal them and treat I can't risk unleashing whatever.
What if we could risk it for you?
I just don't want anyone here to get hurt and killed. I've spent all my time here trying to keep people well and heal people. I don't want them to. I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't care to find out. I just don't want anyone here to get hurt.
And it stops us from being able to look, right?
Curiosity's got the best of me.
Yeah. So
Would you be willing to show us?
She just points up the hill. She's like, "It's up there." No one in the town goes up there. What's that?
Is there anything we need to do, or we just go up there?
It says, she's like, if you want to look, I'm not going to help you with this. I've told you what I know. I have to be against it because it's just too much of an unknown risk, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to stop you. It's up there. The town, no one in the town goes up there. Everyone stays down here. There are very unrestful dead in this town and under this town.
Well, I guess I ring the bell and I start heading up.
Me too.
Okay. She's like,
but it's not full moon yet.
Raven be with you. No, it's not a full moon yet.
Yeah.
So what if we head back to the Three Skulls, and then in the daylight the following day with the whole party we go up and look at the obelisk?
Right.
Sure. Can do that.
Because we have how long till the full moon?
2 more days.
Okay.
48 hours from now. All right, so you guys want to return?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Very good. That was good. So yeah, you return back.
I'm hoping we can call it a night soon. I need to get sleep.
Yeah. So we'll say you catch up with the boys here at the bar, and they're all just getting a little sloppy, having their beverages, and then you all ring the bells, and you all stumble, and maybe the ladies help these drunken buffoons stumble their way back, stumble their way back to the empty Three Skulls. The candle is like almost, we'll just say it's like, midnight. We'll just call it midnight now. And the candle is like almost out. And you guys walk in and crash and go to sleep. And we'll just
I
call
imagine the whole walk back, I'll be talking to Marcus like, "No, you're the best wizard ever." And he's like,
I love you, man.
Yeah.
"Your cold spells are the best." Yeah,
That cold snap. Oh, yeah.
You know what?
that's awesome.
You guys want to see it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's where Sil and
I'll
Dira.
cast a blizzard right here now.
You guys stop it.
something.
No, we're done. We're done.
That's
Everybody
hilarious.
get your fur coats on. About to get epic.
Frosty. Sick.
Maybe
All
I
right.
threatened to get some cold water and splash it in your face.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so let's go here. Where are you at? Your adventure leveling. All right, let's level up and be done with this experience. Okay, did you participate? Yes, you get 1. Did you go to a new hex? No.
Nice.
Adventure sites? No. Monsters? No. Treasure?
Well,
did you find a treasure?
Didn't we camp out on that one part of the hex? Does that count as us going to that hex instead of the river?
Yeah, that's true. So yes, so you get 2. Yeah, that was a new hex you had not stopped at before. That's true.
Nice,
Yeah,
good
so
call.
2 for that. Venture site, monsters, treasure, stronghold, pride, dark secret, risk life, extraordinary act. No. So you guys all got.
We have a new stronghold.
Huh?
We have a new stronghold.
That's not a. This isn't a stronghold. This is like some sort of business. It's not a.
Stronghold.
Nah.
It's not our fault that the stronghold is making us money.
We turned the other one into a business.
Yeah. Entrepreneurs. Forbidden entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Mm,
Only daddy books.
yeah, I guess I'll say that's fine. I'm fine with that. This will be because you guys are gonna stay here. It is your property, and it's like officially yours. And I'll just say yeah, that's fine. I'll just be generous. So you guys all got 3 for this time.
You're the reason we're hoarders.
That's right. I will punish
Your
you for
name's
that.
Hitler.
I will punish you.
Can't make any adjustments right now. It's saying that the game is paused.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I am positive. Someone was moving the cursor around again.
Oh.
Please update.
That actually
Update.
wasn't my son.
What the what?
I'm all good.
Oh,
You are
man.
Something's
not
wrong with me.
All right, you guys. That was a good one.
Okay.
You guys got stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting stuff along. We'll see what happens here soon. All right.
Very cool.
Very cool, you
Good time.
guys. All right. Well, we'll see
right,
you
thank you,
all
Mike. Thank you,
next time.
everybody.
Yes. See you all next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a
Take care.
good one.
Bye bye.
See you guys.
See ya.
Peace out.